Oh, this is really hard after my workout earlier. Oh no.
No. Did it really just happen?
Both of these they tried to remove at some point in the past.
Come on.
Okay, so I expected this section of this video to be really short and straightforward, and it ended up not being that way at all. As I should have known better, everything on this ended up being a little bit more difficult. I was intending to just strip out those rear bolts and start taking the carpet out of the back of the Suburban, and that turned into a whole thing. We had 2 bolts that were already stripped out from the previous owner, probably attempting the same thing. All of these bolts have butyl rubber gumming up the threads, making them real hard to back out, and I just trashed them in general, so I had to end up calling in some reinforcements. Let's see. Yeah, if you pull on it that way. So the trick here is that when you're pulling on it, you want to try to keep this nice and straight over that, because if you do this, see how it's like wanting to like lean over? Yeah. So you gotta kind of like hold it straight. I tend to do a two-handed, okay?
Oh yeah, that's turning.
It probably won't free up. I have a suspicion they use that gooey stuff. Remember the seat screws on the truck?
Yeah.
I have a suspicion this is gonna be the same way.
Me too, honestly. It's honestly easier than I thought it would be. You're literally shaking. Wow, good job. Hey, can I get in there? That just...
Ew. Moisture. See how rusty that looked under there? Oh, okay, cool. I got bite on that bolt.
Oh, yeah.
Wasn't totally sure. Oh, dang it.
Did you strip it?
That was already stripped, but I might have made it worse now. Oh, this one's boogered up too.
Nah, come on. Why can't we even have one that's not boogered up?
Well, that one wasn't boogered up. Yeah, I think that one's jacked up now too. Both of these they tried to remove at some point in the past.
Come on. It will.
Yep, that's a nope. Okay.
This ain't going
need you to
good.
move now.
All of us.
I just gotta get to this one now.
Well, this ain't good. This is not going good at all.
No, that's the way these projects go sometimes. All right, see if you can pull that whole thing out. Yeah, there we go.
That was too easy.
That one wasn't too bad. That's how I was hoping they would all go.
This one isn't wanting to stay in the screw.
Yeah, that's when it's starting to strip and stuff. So let me see here.
This car getting cleaner.
It's staying in the screw just fine. When you do this, that's when it gets crazy. There you go, he pulled it right off. All right, let me see that.
Oh, you can see the paint, it's in perfect condition.
Yeah.
The paint is in perfect condition.
Yeah, bud. Completely protected under there.
Wow.
Yeah, see?
For 32
like
years.
Rubber. Ooh, this is actually wet right now. That's gross.
Ew, get new of that.
You can see this butyl rubber that they had over each of these. I had to call in some reinforcements to get those bolts out. My dad had to repeatedly weld nuts to the top of these and hit it with a big 1/2-inch impact to back these out. Butyl rubber made a gigantic pain in the butt on every single one of these. And even on the ones that didn't have it, we had some smaller screws here that popped off, and you can see exactly what the moisture that is stuck underneath this carpet was doing. Nice little rust bubbles in the entire paint in the bottom of this. It was so bad actually that this little well here that the 3rd row seat hooks into was actually filled up with water. So that tells me that somewhere in here we've got a water intrusion problem. I actually think I know where it is. So on the back of the truck here, we've got our back glass, rear door here. And the transition between them is this little section. You can actually see that it is pretty well cracked along there. I did actually pour some water in it, this side and the other side over there. You can see the water running down the inside of that C-pillar. And ultimately, probably wicking into the carpet and getting all over, making our floor nice and rusty. I think that's fairly easily solved with a bit of seam sealer right in this section. So yeah, our interior project has gotten a little bit more involved. The good part about this is I think this is relatively easily solvable, and I think most of our rust really is just surface rust. I think I can basically knock down the paint here, clean it up, do some rust converter, and call it a day, because we're gonna have a carpet over all of this anyway, so I don't think there's too much to really worry about, assuming that the leak and everything is all fixed. But that just goes to show you, on a project vehicle, even the simplest thing like removing the rear carpet can turn into a huge project, just like this one. But I'm still going. A little preview of what's coming next, and next, lots of projects in this project vehicle, and I've got creative solutions to all of them. Stay tuned and see what I do.